the other day, my girlfriend was like, "Do you need to prepare for this podcast that you're doing?" And I was like, I don't know what this is going to be about, and I don't want to prepare for it. So that's that's the
Just the
level I'm
Rapture
coming in.
party,
Guys, with.
baby.
This is the Rapture party. Yeah, like we just show up. I was actually the preparation I was originally thinking of doing was figuring out what rare books I could brag about.
Yeah. Yep.
But I completely forgot.
That's okay. We can take
So
some time, and you can search your shelves. That's okay.
yeah, I
I'll allow
got
it.
a couple of ideas of things that are really obscure, though, not like things that are going to be like immediately recognizable. So we'll have to see how that goes. Maybe I'll trot something out at some point.
I like it. I do see a little Daytide in your top
Oh,
left,
there it is. Yeah.
and you chose to do it without the 10. Interesting choice.
Naked.
Yeah,
Well,
the naked book. There it is. You gotta have the 10
Yeah.
handy at all times.
There it is, man.
so I was I had therapy just before this, and so I was telling my therapist the whole
Oh,
story,
that's awesome.
how you guys did this, and he was really fascinated by that. So that's why the can is readily available.
Nice.
It's a very necessary part of therapy.
Well, tell him they're all gone, and he does not get one.
Well, that's what he said. He's like, "How many of those do they make?" And I was like, "Not many."
Yeah.
So
A lot for two people. Not many in the grand scheme of things, but
It was For if you want to know the actual total, you got a number on the bottom of your can, and it says,
man, see,
yeah.
Dude, I didn't even notice the feather was there, and now there's a number. Oh, so I was right because I told him 40. So
yeah, there you go. 13.
You got
Lucky
number
13.
13.
there you
You're
go.
welcome.
You're welcome.
I think
15 were signed.
13. I think is the number you give me for the signed art prints.
Oh, really?
I could be wrong about that. Would that be a fun coincidence?
That would be fun. You know,
Hmm.
I didn't even think about numbers because I number all the arcs. And I totally did not even think about doing the same number for the arcs that I sent the Daytide arcs. And in hindsight, one of the biggest regrets of my life.
You should really be ashamed of yourself. Oh, 33.
33. Yeah, 33. That sounds right.
I'm 33.
I don't know. Here, let me see if I
I
can
was giving you more credit than you deserved.
right now. Peg is my arc number 13. Robb is 14.
Oh, Peg
I
is?
was up by 1. Oh, that makes me so mad. That would have been really nice if that would have worked out.
That would have been real impressive, Mitch.
Honestly, if you were keeping track of all the numbers for arcs that you sent people, like end prints, because I know you do it for the chapbooks too.
Yeah, no,
I would probably quit. Because that's just
this is my list.
Oh my god.
Daytide 10 arcs.
that's just too.
This is just
it's
if I see somebody put it on eBay,
Uh-huh.
I'll know.
You'll know.
and I'll say that was who so and so. I got them all. Yeah, Robb Olson, 13p. That means 13 tacked.
Yep, and
Now
there it
you
is. There it is on eBay. So he never gets another one.
If I see number 31 on eBay, I'll know Daniel Krause is trying to make a quick buck.
Sounds just like Daniel Krause too.
Totally.
I'll tell you, I do have an experience with the pain of someone reselling something that you gave them.
Mhm.
And this is going to be a little bit of a side. I'm going to get up again. I just go into my shelves a lot.
Let's see some legs.
You want to see my khakis that I'm wearing? Hang on.
Yeah.
Where did I put? Huh. It would help if I knew where the thing was that I'm looking for. Ah, here we go. At about 12 years ago, I published an anthology.
Oh, sweet.
Well, did it have a theme?
Yeah, it was for my old podcast, and the theme was people who had authors who had been on my old podcast.
Oh, nice.
I know it was like
Very nice.
you talk to us, so let's put a bunch of stories together.
That's really cool, though.
My podcast was called Booked. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah, that's nice. That's real sharp.
And which, by the way, I don't know if you're going to be able to see. This was 2013, I want to say, is when this came out. And
oh, damn, you got Paul Tremblay.
Published Paul Tremblay story.
Dude,
that is so cool.
That's legit.
Anyway, so yeah, here's Paul's page.
That's awesome.
Nice. It's a nice layout too.
Like, we started with a quote from their episode they were on at the top.
Oh, how that's cool.
That's really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And so, like, you know, I had lots of people get copies and signed a bunch and everything. And there was this one person who was in Australia who had messaged us and said, hey, I found like a signed copy on eBay. And they sent us a picture. And it was a copy that I had signed for my like longtime friend Adam's mom. Like, she bought a copy when it came out and like wrote a nice little note for her and everything. And like, then she like almost immediately just like,
like I don't want to
put it in a thrift store or something. Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Moms be cold, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, that bitch. And I confronted her about it.
Oh.
Good, as you should.
Wow.
And she's
you
like,
guys go hard.
Yeah. She's like, it was just too violent. She couldn't handle it. But to her credit, so the first story is called A Pound of Flesh by an author named Fred Venturini.
Uh-huh.
And the premise of the story is that these home invaders come to the house of this like husband and wife, and like they just put them through hell. And there's a moment in the story where it's like, sometimes love is deciding whether to smash your wife's teeth out with a wrench or to brain her with it.
Oh my God.
My bro.
That's how we started the anthology. So we really came out swinging.
Yeah. What a sweet story.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said he wrote it because his wife always told him that he needed to write a love story. So
that's good.
I have a story coming out in the Punk 2 anthology about a housefly that falls in love with a restaurant server.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, it's disgusting. So anyway, look forward to that.
I'm excited for that.
Thanks. Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Houseflies can create so much horror in a story. Like, it's kind of weird, like the power that something like that can hold, but there's so many different ways that particular thing can just be really fucked up.
Well, yeah, I had heard this. Okay, so I had seen a video on social media that was on a farm of like a big, imagine a shoebox, but like 20 feet long, 12 feet wide, full of sheep. Okay. And they're over a pool and it's like brown water, and a lid shuts over the shoebox and they go into the water, and then they pop back out, and then the lid opens and they are let out. And someone had commented, they're like, oh my God, what are they doing to these sheep? You know, this is so cruel. And it doesn't look fun, but they're dunked for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Right. And all of these farmers start coming on into the replies, and they're like, if you don't want your sheep to die of diseases, you have to dunk them in this, insecticide or whatever this is. And they go, the first time you see fly strike, you'll be like begging to dunk your sheep in this insecticide or whatever. And I was like, fly strike?
That sounds awesome.
That sounds awesome. Yeah. Everybody listening, Google fly strike and go to images. So fly strike is when a fly lays its eggs in living flesh and the maggots hatch and continue living under the flesh and literally burrow a cavern into the living animal. That is fly strike.
I feel like I've seen something about that it was like the most metal video I've ever seen. And it was this like black goat. And it was like putting its face in these flames or something.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I think it was like to get rid of bugs or something.
Yeah, I saw it. He's like dipping his head in like this in the actual fire, and like his face is smoking. That was so satanic. I loved it.
It was. It scared me.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So you're learning a lot already.
I know.
14 minutes in.
I love the tangent element to this, because it started out at a normal place and it just kind of like
pretty
weird.
I didn't know we were like doing it.
Oh, I started recording.
I'm in it. Yeah, I didn't know if that was like just for your own personal collection. But
yeah.
Well,
I'll find a good start, and then we'll
No, I mean, like, all in.
I'll find a good start from somewhere back there.
Yeah, obviously,
yeah. You got to get fly strike in. You got to get fly strike in.
Fly strike,
yeah.
I mean,
that's
come on, that's quality content. That is one of my favorite things I love about Arc Party. When I listen to it, is I press play and it just starts, somebody's talking, right? It's usually you, Rob, but sometimes it's the guest. But it's just like mid sentence or like right at the beginning of the sentence. And I'm like, yeah, here we go. We're already here. Yeah. We're already inside.
So I've gotten some criticism for that, because my girlfriend said that like she'll be listening to podcasts and like one will end and like the next thing in the queue will just, she's like, all of a sudden you're just talking and I don't know what's going on, and it's kind of jarring. So she's trying to encourage me to do intros at the beginning of the episodes.
So look. She's outvoted. I just voted no. Mitch just voted no, right, Mitch?
I vote no as well.
So and because think about it, everybody's got their intro and everything. You're the one guy who just starts talking.
Yeah.
So that's your thing already. Keep it your thing.
Yeah.
I did that whole intro thing like for a long time. It just feels kind of unnecessary. But I don't know. There's the idea that like every episode could be someone's first episode. So like there's kind of that thought too. So I don't know.
Could be. But Arc Party is like, did you get an invitation to the Arc Party? Because then
yeah,
it's a party. You go to a party, you're not like, they just open the door and you go in. Shit's already happening. Yeah. There's no formal introductions. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh, what's your name? What do you do? It's like, no, dude, just take
You're already.
Come on. We can call that the fashionably late intro, where you show up and things are already going. You know?
Yeah, I like that.
I think that's nice.
Yeah. It plays along with the whole conversational, just kind of like it goes where it goes kind of format to the show. You know?
I mean, I do have things I need to show. Because this is the Rapture party, and I have some Rapture things we're going to need to show off. But that can come later.
Obviously. Yeah, in all due time, Mitch.
Sorry.
Calm down.
Guys, here's the deal. This is my first podcast, okay? I don't know how these work.
No, this isn't your first one.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. It'd be funny if you actually tried to convince us of that when we've done an episode together.
Hold on. We did. Nope, that was not it.
And you know what? The other thing is, I found out today that I was the runner-up for nonfiction podcast of the year for the This Is Horror Awards. So
that means that today I've appeared on both the winner and the runner-up
in one day.
In one day.
That's a flex.
Am I the common denominator here?
You are.
I really think.
Yeah.
If you would have recorded Arc Party first, I think that Arc Party would have won.
That's probably true. That's probably true.
It's your fault. It's your fault, dude.
The talent.
I mean, I've got enough This Is Horror Awards.
Yeah.
I can do a runner-up every now and
you can let that little Talking Scared podcast win something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Man, if it makes them feel good.
Yeah.
Totally. I'll tell you what, I don't listen to like podcasts and a bunch of other genres because I just don't care. I have in the past listened to some sci-fi ones and stuff when I was mainly focusing on sci-fi, but horror, man, there's quite a few, and they're the top of the kind of top of the field. It's really good.
It's very good. Yeah.
You know, I drove to Jeff Con to go there with Mitch and some other people like a week and a half ago, I guess. And so that was in Dayton, Tennessee, and that was 13 to 14 hours for me each way. And so I crushed a lot of pods. A lot of pods got crushed that day. And it's cool because you're getting something neat and different with each one. Some are a tight 60 minutes. That's great if that's what you need. Sometimes a longer stretch of highway, I go to This Is Horror because you're getting 2 1.5 hour episodes,
Yeah.
And sometimes I just need a little sweet convo, so I go straight to Arc Party. But I pretty much listen to every Arc Party.
I thought you were going to say you need a sweet convo, so you just call Mitch.
Well, that's a little sweeter than we can talk about on the podcast.
Okay, sorry, I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
We might need to cut that out.
That's all right. Yeah, we're gonna need to beep that.
The legs are not. The legs are not out yet.
No.
We're gonna need to beep that.
Beep.
You are correct, though. I think that compared to when I was winning This Is Horror Awards, the field is pretty packed now. There's a ton to the point where I've started to kind of like feel like I need or want to like counter schedule against what other people are doing, because the thing that I've noticed is like what's a good example? So like a Rachel Harrison will have her book come out, and then that's what everybody's episode is that week. And so I'm like, I don't want to just be one of the 8 that someone sees the same week. And so I either want, if I'm going to have one of those people that's going to be on every show, I want to talk to them like a couple months before that. Yeah. Just so that like my conversation doesn't get lost in that noise. But I think it's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. It is interesting though, because like I got, I was really fortunate to be able to do quite a few podcasts for Shitshow. Did a bunch of them, and that's great. It's really good exposure. Not everybody listens to every podcast, but I know there are a lot of people who listen to all of them, right?
Oh, yeah.
Myself included. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Myself included. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I've already heard this fucking guy, Panatier. Like, I already know his stupid story about why he came up with it, right? So it is interesting to go like, and then I'll go listen to the other podcasts with the guests each week, and by the time I've heard the same person talk about it 2 or 3 times, tell the same story, that might leave some other podcasts out.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't need to hear it again.
Got what I needed. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it is interesting to think about how would you go against type. I mean, frankly, what's kind of interesting is, I guess This Is Horror definitely, they don't seem to be hustling necessarily to get like the book that's out that day or whatever.
Right.
They do they have a really good mix of just kind of, people in the industry. I wonder if does anyone is there like a deep dive podcast? That'd be kind of interesting if like you were like, hey, I'm gonna pluck someone from now. Robb, you did
the Indian Lake trilogy. I did the Indian Lake trilogy.
No, I'm not thinking of that. I'm thinking of you're a fan. I forget his name. The escape artist. There's a guy. This book came out a while back, and you're a huge fan of it, and it got got reissued. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Contortionist Handbook.
Yes, that. That's what I'm talking about. Right.
Craig Clevenger.
And I remember getting such a kick out of that episode because it was a much older book that you were like a massive fan on, and it kind of it certainly introduced it to me, even though I can't remember the name. But I have since
really left a mark.
It did. Well, first of all, I really enjoyed that episode, but I have since seen the book, and I'm like, oh, I have to put that book on my TBR because someone I trust was such a huge fan of this book. So that's kind of a cool thing instead of everyone, because what's happening is you're seeing the same, like I would say like 30 to 40 people populating all the podcasts.
Yeah.
Myself included. I'm not complaining about it. It's great, right? People will get to know my books, and I want that to continue. But it would be interesting if someone was truly going, "Hey, I'm not going to touch any of these new people." In fact, the only way you can get on my podcast is you have your book that we're going to talk about has to have been out for like 3 years. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Well, I actually have been kind of feeling a pull to mix it up with stuff that's not brand new, even though the whole purpose of the podcast is like new things. But like, so like, I'm a big fan of the raw shark texts, which you can see right here. Every one of these. So that's a copy. That's a copy. All of those are copies. And I've already interviewed him for his other book, Maxwell's Demon. But I never got to talk to him about raw shark texts. And that's a conversation I would love to have. So that's an idea I have. But like, there's something talking about the everybody's talking to the same people thing. There's something that's really satisfying about when I kind of was ahead of the trend. So Keith Rawson I talked to when Fever House came out, and that was kind of a sleeper. It didn't hit immediately. But then once it started getting, I think once Stephen King talked about it, then everybody was raving, and it was like, finally everybody's getting on board for this awesome book. So I talked to Keith right before that book came out. And then I was like, ooh, I'm talking to Keith about whatever, because this guy's really cool. So to see like the Keith Rawson movement that's happening, it's like, I feel like I got there a little early.
Yeah. Do you think
those are always good?
Read it?
100% not.
Yeah.
No, I do not have Stephen King's ear in any capacity, and I'm not trying to. So
you never know, man. He might listen to Arc Party.
You know what?
Or I know he's listening to the Rapture Party. I know that's the one he's going to listen to.
That's the one he's going to.
Yeah.
Well, Stephen, if you're listening, I read the Contortionist's Handbook is what I would.
There you go. Yeah, it is.
So yeah, it does feel good when like someone I talk to and really enjoyed their book, like then kind of starts to kind of blossom a little bit. That book, The Extra on Shortwave.
Yeah.
Annie Neugebauer. Holy shit. Like that just rocked me. And then everybody was talking about it. And I was like, good, because like, this is fucking great. So I felt good that like I got her on the podcast. It is simple premise. There's 10 people that are going on like a camping trip together. So they do a head count before they leave, get in the van, go to the place. That's it. And then when they get to the place, they do a head count again, and there's 11 people. But the problem is everybody remembers everybody. So no one's out of place, but there's an extra person. And that's the whole thing.
My little extra bookmark.
That's amazing. God, how do you write a book about that?
Yeah, I want to read it. I've never read it.
That's amazing.
God. You'll read it in one sitting. It'll take you like an hour, but it is so gripping. But she told me those bookmarks, she made them herself using like the machine at her local library.
Hell yeah.
That's cool. It says The Extra. I don't know if you can read that.
Yeah, I can see that. Yep. That's awesome.
Very cool.
I'm ordering it right now.
I'm a Shortwave
box boy,
starter boy.
Yeah, me too.
So I get everything.
That is part of. There's 3 of them, so there's going to be. They're reissuing that in March. Now that they're on Simon & Schuster distro. The next one's called The Other, and then there's another one that's coming. They're releasing 9 months apart.
Oh, sorry.
But they're not a continuing story. They're just kind of like thematically connected, I guess. But so good. Like that book is so good. That's like one of my favorite things I read this year.
I literally am ordering it right now from shortwave.
Look at this guy.
Do it.
You're welcome, Alan.
Yeah, Alan. Alan's probably watching.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, Alan loves me. We're like besties.
Whoa. Okay, don't take it that far.
I didn't say love.
Okay, I was about to say, my God. Come on, bro.
Here we go. Ding. Apple Pay. Done and done.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
Love it.
Wow.
You guys want to talk about Rapture a little bit?
Yeah.
We're half hour in. We're all feeling.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
We got warmed up.
Let's do it.
So the reason I asked you guys to do, and this can be whatever, but like when you announced the double release in December,
It's called the double feature.
the double feature,
Thank you.
I was like, oh, this is excuse enough to get Mitch and the talent. For anybody who's watching the video, Chris put his name as the talent, like he's in Scott Pilgrim or something. Is that the reference, or did I just connect a reference?
You made the reference. We always joke around, like when we're talking on the phone, and I'll have a suggestion. I'm like, but I'm just the talent. Like,
Yeah.
You take it or leave it.
Mitch, did you catch the reference?
Scott Pilgrim. It's been a minute since I've seen that, so no.
Steven Stills, he's the talent, and then like on the screen it says the talent. Like
it's a great movie.
It's the beginning of the movie. Anyway,
okay.
Jesus Christ, this is
fun.
These amateurs I'm working with here. The double trouble that you were going to release. Yes. Wait, what'd you call it?
Double feature.
Double feature.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
Sure.
How did that come about? And I know that, so like they are your first two authors, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Issue 0.
Tyler was my first like official author.
Yeah.
But the first author I ever did something with was Philip, and that was
Fracassi Fest or whatever.
For Fracassi Fest. We did a chapbook called The Witch Tree. And it was should I do show and tell or no?
Let's do the legs. We got to see them.
Yeah, I'll show you my legs. But I have to go run and grab. I have to run and grab the arcs.
Yeah.
To show those off, obviously, and then I have other special things. Okay.
In the cloffice.
In the
cloffice. That's it.
I can't tell you, Chris, in the time since that we recorded that and you came up with the word cloffice, and now I think about that regularly. Like it's something that like really just like warms my heart that you came up with the word cloffice.
That's good. It's a lot easier than saying Mitch's closet office.
Yeah, I like it.
Office. Yeah, well, I'm back with the show and tell. Did you see my legs or no?
Yeah, we got them.
Okay, good. And I'm showing off the new Rapture shirt.
Oh, I can't wait.
It should be on the new color should be online sometime in the next day or two, maybe for Christmas. I've got to start shipping those shirts out. So, anyways, this was the first book that I did with Philip Fracassi, The Witch Tree. Chris did not do the art. So it sucks. I'm just kidding. Art is great. I should have done a different joke. I should have said so it was actually good.
Oh yeah,
you really should have. Yeah.
Let's rewind.
You know what? Let's rewind it. You do it again, but Rob, make sure you don't edit it.
No, yeah, leave this in. So this is the first book I did with Philip. This is called The Witch Tree. But it's funny because I did not have Chris do the art for this book, so it actually looks good.
There you go. Well done.
There, I nailed that.
Nailed it.
But yeah, this was a fun book. It's super short, but and so I threw something in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where I'm from, called Fracassi Fest. And for Fracassi Fest, I was like, Philip, we gotta do something to like get these people excited to get a collectible at the fest. They get to take it home, and at the time it was like you can only get it at the fest, but I had a bunch of leftover, so then I sold them on our Facebook group, the Fracassi Freaks. But at the time he was like, man, I'm just so slammed. He had just done like a tour for Boysen Valley and was trying to get caught up on all this stuff. He was like, I've got like could we reprint something from like one of my collections? And I was like, dude, I need something original. Like this, I call the shots here. Okay.
Way to hold your ground. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And so, I really had to put him in his place. And so he had a book called Sarafina that he was releasing with Earthling at the time. And he was like, I have a fun idea to do something in the Sarafina universe. And but what's funny, because the Witch Tree came out before Sarafina came out, so I had to like tell everybody, don't read this until you read Sarafina, because it's going to spoil some things. So in all the ones that I sold outside of the fest, I had like a little note like, beware of spoilers. And in the actual, here, I'll show this off. This is pretty cool. For the actual fest, everybody got the chapbook, but also got an envelope that had a warning label on it. And you could only get this at the fest. Like these, I only did those at the fest. And anyways, that's a little too inside baseball, but who cares? But what's funny about that book is I didn't really know if I was going to continue doing those. But I had such a fun time doing it. And so then I talked to Tyler Jones, and that's how we came up with Carved in Salt. But the Witch Tree is a smaller format than the regular chapbook. So if you ever see one online and buy it, don't be like, this is a forgery, because it was smaller. But anyways, so I wanted to do something cool to end the year with Philip and Tyler. They were both slated to release books at the end of the year, and Philip and Tyler are good buddies. And so I was talking to them about maybe doing like an introduction for each other's story, because I like doing introductions and just having people say nice things about people. And I think it was Tyler was like, what if each of us wrote a paragraph or something, and you just like put it in the story, like in each other's story. And then I said that to Philip, and Philip was like, what if we did a post-credits scene? So you weren't like actually putting words in the actual story. So it was like a, post-credit, like a little bonus story in the same universe. And that I just thought that idea was so cool. And if I got that story wrong, Tyler and Philip, if you're listening and I got that story wrong, keep it to yourself. But so yeah, that's how that kind of came about. And yeah, it was really fun. They both wrote very long stories. I typically do 5,000 word stories, but both of these stories come in over 10,000 words, and the bonus stories are about 1,000 words each. So
Wow.
these are some thick little chapbooks. And this is the arc for Servitor. The art by Chris Panatier, obviously the talent. And this one turned out really great. We did a lot
The
of
talent is on display. I'm just
talent
going
is
to
on
say that
display.
right
Look at
now.
this. If you're not watching the video, what are you doing with your
Yeah.
life? Like, my God. Yeah, this one's really cool. We did, and by we I mean Chris did a lot of illustrations for this one. I just say, Chris, do this. But I won't spoil like a bunch of them, but there's like little illustrations throughout.
Nice.
This is a fun story about a guy who, his family, like for generations, has this tomb, and it has like a bunch of gold and stuff, and they try to keep people out. So they have a bunch of traps. It's like Indiana Jones, bunch of traps throughout this tomb that kill people that try to take the gold, and the dude that is behind it all has to do the cleanup. So he cleans up all like the dead bodies and stuff. And it's about somebody who does a pretty good job at getting through the traps. And that's all I'll say. And it's a really, really fun story. And the way that Tyler did his bonus story was really cool. It was really, really cool. So I'm excited about that. And then Tyler wrote a story it's kind of like a similar vibe. Which
It's a great pairing.
it is a
It
great.
really is.
It worked out really well, because Tyler or Philip had already written his story before Tyler wrote his. But what's funny about Tyler's story is we both like this one dude who his name's Graham Hancock, and he goes to like all these old places, and he's kind of like a what's the word, archaeologist. And he did this one thing about the Ark of the Covenant, and it was fascinating. And Tyler and I were talking about it one day, and this was probably 10 months ago. And I was like, dude, I would love to do another story with you, because this was after Carved in Salt came out, about the Ark of the Covenant. And he was like, done, sign me up, I'm doing it. And that's how Axum came about. And I just picked these up a few hours ago. I haven't even shown these to Chris yet.
Oh,
What?
wow.
This is
How dare you?
the proof copy of Axum. So this is the color. It's going to be this awesome
Ooh,
purple.
That's
Has sick
badass.
dude.
That is sick.
that's great.
So
Wow.
sick. And the interior on this book, I think, is my favorite so far. I'll show the sig sheet really quick. That's really cool.
Very
That turned out
cool.
great, Chris.
Yeah, thanks, dude. It
Yeah.
did. It really did. Is it that's just the number, yeah?
This is just the numbered proof. Yeah, so this
Yeah,
is just
okay.
a proof cut. So this one's not signed. They just printed that today. And then this is the interior. See, like that. There's
Very
But
cool.
hey, bring the eyes closer to the camera. Let
yeah.
him see
I
the
have
eyes.
so I have to fix this. This is why I do proofs.
Oh, is that one cross-eyed?
No. The eyes just got cut off at the bottom, but
Oh, okay.
they've got the page numbers in the eyeballs.
Nice.
Really, really cool. It turned out so great. And yeah, this book is like 46 pages. So for my chapbooks,
lot.
that's long.
You're getting, but that's borderline novella.
I was going to
It
say.
is. Yeah, it is, but it's not.
It's
And
edging. It's edging.
It's edging. But here's something that I didn't talk about these too much because they're really hush hush. But this is we
Not
did
anymore,
variant. We did variant covers for both Axum and Phillips books, and they were only available via their Patreons. So if you're a subscriber to the Patreons, you had the opportunity to buy a variant cover, and this is the cover for Axum. It's this copper metallic.
Wow.
How sweet is that?
Holy crap.
It's hard to really see it like on cam.
Bring it closer.
But in person,
that is badass. Yeah,
it's amazing.
that's sweet.
That's gorgeous. Yeah.
It's so sick. So yeah, if you bought one of these, there were only 50 Axum ones available through Tyler's Patreon. But yeah, it turned out great. I mean, that's just the proof, but the actual book is going to be insane. So yeah, that story is about a guy who travels to Ethiopia, Axum, Ethiopia, because it's rumored that that's where the Ark of the Covenant is, and that's like a actual rumor that is happening. Like there's a church in Ethiopia that says they have the Ark of the Covenant and they have guardians that protect it 24/7. It's just fascinating. So he wrote a story about that, and the story is kick-ass. It's so good. So good.
It really is. But they do tie together just really, really well. But both stories are, even though they're longer, which is great, they're all killer, no filler. You know what
They
I'm
are.
saying?
Yep.
Yep.
So, was there any effort? I mean, I'm talking to the talent now. Was there any effort to? Well, I guess you kind of have a pretty consistent style throughout, but like, was there any effort to kind of like reflect, or kind of did you consider the art for both of them kind of together, or each one got its own kind of treatment?
The talent just came up with ideas for. I kind of when I read the story, I usually get a image in my head. I'm like, this is the cover, and so I did Servitor first, and Mitch came in and said, "Hey, there is a image that's going to be in Tyler's, and I'd like you to tie that in on the cover for Servitor." So I won't say what it is because people like to, kind of like find that stuff themselves. But there is a nod to Tyler's book on the cover of Servitor. So yes is the answer, but it wasn't my doing. Mitch was flexing his little artistic muscles, and but he does stuff like he does shit like that all the time. where he comes up with, I mean, to look at him, you wouldn't know, but comes up with great ideas all the time for this. I mean, we pretty quickly with most of the books are just like, we're going to do boop, 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 and boop. And he'll go, what about boop? And I'll go, that's awesome. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So it's pretty smooth. And this was no exception.
Nice.
I think Axum was one of the only ones that we disagreed on.
Yeah.
At first. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we went with the talents idea, and we're better for it because that cover is so sick.
It's so good. It is really good.
Yeah. It's that one and Maelstrom.
Yeah.
Just hit. I mean, it's unfair for the chapbooks that don't have a human face on the front because human faces are just engaging.
Yeah.
And so if you do something inanimate, it's never going to be as cool, honestly, as a human face. Yeah. That one is awesome.
So sick.
So I think that one and Axum just have very engaging faces on them. Totally different types, but yeah, that Axum face. I was like, I gotta draw this old man face.
Yeah. So and he's got these like milky eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're epic.
Yeah.
So you were showing the original one, Philip's story, and then it occurred to me that Sarafina is getting re-released.
It is, yeah, by Clash.
Any talks with Philip about reissuing under like the new Rapture Party kind of like
did talk
format?
about that. Yeah, we actually did talk about that. I don't know. I feel like I talked to you about it, Chris, because what I talked to Philip about was I would love to do Witch Tree again, like re-release, but with Chris's art, like Chris's take on the story. I think it'd be really fun, like in the new format, so we could have everything uniform. But at the same time, it is kind of fun to have that one-off. So I don't know.
Rare, yeah.
My instinct on that is that I don't really like walking over other artists' work and being like the new, like, here's the new one. So that one, that kind of gives me a vibe where I'm like, I don't know that I want to do that.
Yeah.
But if Mitch makes me, I'll do it. I'm a whore.
He is,
total horror. But as an art, I'm a horror. But as an artist, I don't love that because
like a conflicted horror.
Yeah.
As a horror, you love it, but as an artist,
for enough money, the artist will get over it. But no, I'm kidding. It's kind of like there are some tattoo artists that don't like doing cover-ups of competent work.
Okay.
Right? Like doing a cover-up of garbage, do that
all day, every day. Yeah.
But some tattoo artists, there's different schools of it, but some aren't like a huge fan of covering up work that is good, but may have just aged,
Yeah.
So anyway, that's an interesting concept.
That's an interesting thought too, because like the book that comes to mind is Laird Barron's Not a Speck of Light, that Bad Hand Books did, because they're really they're making a hardcover release of it. And with the hardcover release, it's got new art from, I think, Trevor Henderson, but he didn't do the original art.
See, but I don't have a problem with that. If it's a different format. So if it was so
this
like
is a new format, Chris.
What
by 10, boy.
It's still a chapbook. so like if I have no problem. Like, I mean, I do art for special editions. I've done 3 or 4 of those for Thunderstorm, that had trade covers. That's not a problem. They're walking in different shoes in different fields. I don't know. It's a cool question to contemplate.
Yeah.
That I would honestly like. My initial reaction is, like another chapbook just to kind of, bring it into the Rapture brand now. Ultimately, it's really up to Mitch, but
I
it's
think I
kind of an
landed
interesting conversation to have.
I landed on 10-year anniversary.
There you go.
We'll do it.
There you have
There
it.
you go.
There
That's
you have it.
I can the statute of limitations
Yeah.
on that has probably run by that.
Because it is kind of funny to do a re-release on a book that I did like last year.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I mean, and also there's, if you're there's the argument to be made that well, actually you make that original one worth even more
Right.
by re-releasing it.
Yes. Yeah.
Or do you? I don't know, right?
Right. Yeah, in the small press community, the like fine press community, there was a book that was released today for pre-order, Hellbound Heart by Clive Barker, from Suntup Editions. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but it's 3 different states. There's a collector's edition. It might be sold out by now. I don't know. But that's like, slipcased, cloth bound, beautiful art. Clive Barker did a ton of the art, and I think he did like 12 pieces or something. And it's a short book. And then there's a numbered edition that's like $900, and then a lettered edition that's about $6,000. Beautiful. Yeah, they're gorgeous looking books. But Earthling did Hellbound Heart 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And so it's just kind of funny talking about re-releases and stuff.
So, just for folks listening, for purposes of comparison, Clive Barker, 6,000. Daytide is only $65. So
there we go. Yeah.
And it's got more art in it.
And it's a way longer story.
Yeah, way.
Hellbound Heart's like 100 pages.
100 pages tops.
Yeah. Daytide's like 500. 5 times that. Okay?
5 times the words, 2 times the art.
Is it so? I'm taking it that there's still copies available
of Daytide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, there are. Yeah, but you better hurry up if you want
to get it while you can.
Yeah, get it while it's hot.
That's what people are saying.
Yeah,
it seems like it's being very well received so far by the people who've read it, which makes me very, very happy. And but we'll probably, it'd be really cool to sell out before it comes out. But if we don't, we're gonna have copies at AuthorCon.
Yeah, yeah. I've thought about taking off some copies just so I can sell some at AuthorCon.
Yeah.
Where's AuthorCon?
It's in Richmond, Virginia, or Williamsburg.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers they got to do something that's not on the East Coast.
I know, dude. I know.
And I have to decide if I'm driving or flying. I'm probably driving because I'm going to have like boxes of books.
Yeah.
And those are big books.
Yeah,
it's not like chapbooks.
Beefy boys.
Yeah. They are beefy boys.
And for everybody who had seen the can, we'll reiterate the can is not part of
correct.
No.
The final release.
That's correct.
It is not.
That's correct.
Yeah, thank God it's not. So much work.
So let's talk about the reactions because so we're on Daytide now. I don't know if you guys noticed this, or if you do Apple Podcasts, but Apple Podcasts just started doing this thing where they automatically add chapter breaks in podcasts, on their own.
Okay.
So now that the reason I thought to say that is because I was like, we're on Daytide now, so now I already imagine the Daytide chapter break.
Well, we don't.
The guy's a pro, Chris.
Yeah, no, totally. I hear it. We're here to talk about the double release. I want to make sure that we don't just jump to Daytide just because I brought it up gratuitously.
No, I think we've talked about the double feature enough. I do still have copies available of that too.
That's what I was going to ask. Is but there's the other. Is there copies of the not remembering the name, the special limited release one, the Death Bus or whatever?
Yeah, I've got like 5 copies left of Death Bus. Yeah, and I haven't really promoted that at all because I was kind of treating that as a special thing via my newsletter. Like I haven't even posted it on Instagram yet, and so I was kind of hoping it would sell out before I post on Instagram, just so I can be like, make sure you're subscribed to the newsletter, so you don't miss out on fun things like this. But
Wait, I have to buy one, don't I? This isn't part of
yeah,
my.
dude.
I'm in the secret
Yeah,
club. All
I
right.
do have your lettered saved, so that won't sell out. But make sure you get that numbered if you want both.
Yeah.
I didn't want to like
All right.
pressure people to buy both. If they just wanted like the
You
letter.
literally just did it on a podcast.
That's true.
That's
Like
I'm the
publicly
example.
pressured.
Now everybody knows.
But if you don't buy them both, I'm going to make a post about it.
There you go.
Well, no, I'll buy it.
Enough
I'll buy it for sure because I gotta collect.
You got to keep it going. Yeah, you got
get another box going.
I will
Can you
say,
believe that? That's a year. That's a 1 year.
Dude.
And I don't have everything. I don't have.
What are you missing? Carved in salt?
Carved in salt. I don't have.
I think that's the only one because you started at Death on the Swayback.
Yeah, I think I've numbered. I've got everything from Death on this way back forward.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see what I've got because I have a couple, one or two.
Yeah,
copies.
through Maelstrom.
Yeah,
I got it.
There you go.
I love
look at that.
the sleeves, bro. And
Dude.
you got all those with the backing. Did you buy the?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Nerd.
I know. Well, here's the thing, because like when Mitch, when you send them, there's multiple things in one bag, and I'm like, well, I can't just leave them all in one bag. I have to have them all have different.
I'm trying to save myself some money.
No, it totally makes sense. But for my purposes,
yeah,
I went and bought bags and boards just so that.
I love it. No, I'm so glad that I do that because I had one guy, his name is Sean Lynch. Shout out to Too Many Books on YouTube. Really great guy, awesome supporter, and has a really good channel. And he lives in Buffalo, New York. So I'm not trying to dox him, but I think he says that in his videos.
But he lives at.
But his address. But I shipped him. He's a subscriber, so he gets the lettered and numbered. And so I sent him. It was Maelstrom numbered and the lettered Resurrection. And they just got hit with like a huge snowstorm.
Mm-hmm.
And they're in those cardboard sleeve things. Yep. And some wind, like snow wind, whatever it's called, took his thing and it was in the street. And he said he couldn't find it because it was covered in snow.
Oh.
And was able to find it the next day in like a
Oh my God.
Yeah. And so he was really worried because the cardboard was wet, like the sleeve that I shipped it in was wet. But then he opened it and everything was dry because I have them in those plastic bags.
That's
That's why I do it.
Yeah. I got in the habit of, if I'm sending books to people for some reason, if it's not like a waterproof thing, I put them in like freezer bags before I put them in the package so that if it gets wet, like they'll survive. But
amazing.
yeah, because I care.
Oh yeah, I love that.
So we're just going to assume Death Bus is going to be gone before it hits the public eye.
I'm down to I think 5. Yeah, numbered. The lettered people, they're kind of going slow because they know I'm holding them for them. I think I have 10 of those left. So 15 copies total, but the lettered is not public.
But you're reserving mine.
I have yours reserved. Yeah. You just have to buy it. Yeah. You have to buy it right now. Yeah. That's really chill. Just buy it right now.
There's been pressure and threat.
I know.
If you know what you're getting
into. You need
to
hold it. You got to buy it right now.
This is the junky thing because like we were talking about that before because like in my mind, the thought of that being absent from the collection is just so painful.
Yeah.
That I can't.
Yeah. And I have your number saved. I specifically saved your number.
Number 93 for everybody who's listening.
Yeah.
Number 93.
You collectors are a special breed. I'll tell you. It's funny orbiting your world a little bit and seeing the mania.
Yeah. You got to experience it at Jeff Con though.
I know, I saw it. It was great. And I will just say so I had never been to like a collector focused, con or event, whatever. And so I'm there. It's only like there's like 40 people there. It's very intimate. And people came up. I had all my books for sale, and people would come up and they're like, "Hey, I haven't read you yet." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, well, I have my stuff here," and we chat, whatever. And they go, "Well, I guess I'll just get one of everything." And I'm like, "Okay." And that happened many times. I'm like, oh, you guys are completionists, is what you are.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Because I had the soft cover and the hardcover of Shitshow.
Yeah.
And folks hadn't realized I had hardcovers there. And they were like, "Oh, I didn't see you had a hardcover. I need that too." I'm like, "You just bought the soft cover though."
Yeah.
They're like, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah, and I don't know if you remember, Chris, but I was like, "Oh, you brought the hardcovers? Dude, can save one for me?" And then you sold it to someone.
Wow.
I sold them all. I didn't realize I had done. I didn't realize it.
Well, now you know.
So,
well, you know what? Ingram will print another one.
They better.
That hardcover, I will say I do own the hardcover.
Nice.
So I did get the hardcover.
Cheers.
Really,
thank you.
Really nice.
They did a nice bit of art on the actual cover.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Very cool.
Kind of pinkish, purplish kind of hue to everything. Yeah, it was a good job.
Neat.
Yeah, if I knew where it was on the bookshelf, I'd bring it out for the video.
Oh, you don't have to do that. You don't have. But yeah, that was that was Christina from Trueborn Press that laid all that out for Sobolo. Yeah,
very cool.
I don't know where I have that book. That's a little. I keep having to. Oh, I see it.
It's in your bathroom.
Yeah,
it's your toilet reading.
There it is. Boom.
I keep having to rearrange my bookshelves because they're full.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you should.
Oh, there! It's a pretty hardcover.
It's really nice. That pops, man.
Yeah.
That shit pops. That
the little pops. Haunted bunny.
And then because we gotta see it naked because you mentioned that. So.
Woo! Yeah, it's awesome.
That's really cool.
It's really good. It's awesome. So like I love wraparound kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is pretty
neat. And it's the upside down, just like on the cover. Very cool.
I love it. It's a great book.
Very good. Yeah. Good book. I love the reception that this book has gotten because everybody talks about how it's not just. I think the thing that I love, because it showed up on, Anna Rose Reeds just did her like end of the year thing, and she talks about this. And,
she does. Oh, cool.
She said the thing I've heard a lot, which is like, you wouldn't think from a book that is about a latrine technician, blah blah blah, and it's like the heart of it and like the complexity of it. So it's good to hear when people are like.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So listen to that.
I will.
I love Anna. She's awesome.
I will. She's been so supportive. I mean, all you podcaster types, you guys are all such sweethearts. Everyone's been very, very supportive with these last books and these ones coming up. So I appreciate it. And Rob, we already did Shitshow. It's like we're just going, man.
But in 3 years,
yes, there it is.
In 3 years, you need to do another Shitshow episode.
That's right. Now that,
Chris,
now you churn up the old books. Yeah.
I was going to say with Jeff Con, whenever Chris took over the conversation, it was really tough. It was so hard because I know that people are very particular about their numbers. And so Death Bus was a 150 print run. And we had 40 something people that were at Jeff Con. And so I had to I pulled up my spreadsheet. Okay. So I gotta come up with 40 numbers of people that I don't think are gonna buy Death Bus. It was a little stressful, but I think I did a good job. I haven't had anybody buy it that I gave their number out to somebody else.
Oh,
I knew you would save 93 for me.
Of course, I'd save 93 is the most important number.
Yeah,
that's why I have it tattooed on my arm.
We should dox Mitch and have people go on and try to order number 93.
Yeah.
Oh,
9, and you just need to get a 3 right there.
You get the 3 after it. I'm halfway there.
It just hurts so bad you had to stop at 9. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. No, Andrew, I get that.
Though the conversation about collections, and then we'll go on to the reception for Daytide. I think one of the good examples, and this is, I do not go that far, is the people who do different languages, or which hypocrite. I've got the German edition of Raw Shark Text right here. I've got a Canadian version. I've got, so like I do that for some things, but there are people who like Book Monster George on Instagram. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know if I do.
Huge Paul Tremblay fan.
Okay.
He's got his Tremblay collection is in what he calls the Tremblay wing, and it's like ridiculous. So like, if it's got a mass market, if it's got a movie tie-in cover, like the original hardcover, the paperback, any foreign language, like he's got literally anything that exists.
That's like how I am with Philip and Brian.
Yeah. So that is a level of, that's a rabbit hole that's too far for
it's
me.
Way too far. Yeah. I do it, but it's too far.
I will casually pick up like a UK edition if I see it like in a used bookstore.
Yeah.
I did that for Grady Hendrix's How to Sell a Haunted House, because it just happened to be there at like a half price of books.
Oh, that's cool.
But dude, like, or here's a good example. I don't know if you guys like more crime or thriller stuff.
Of course.
So this is the American edition of The Turnout by Megan Abbott.
Nice.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Very good, right?
Yeah.
I was at a bookstore the other day and I found the UK edition. And so the thing I like about that is like it's so strikingly different.
It is.
They're both great.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I was like, I'll pick that up casually.
Speaking of different editions, this book just came out. Okay. It has like 9 or 10 editions, and I have to buy all of them because I have a problem. And this is Philip Fricassi's Autumn Springs Retirement Home Massacre. Okay, so this is the American, this is the UK. Drastically different covers. This is the most UK cover I've ever seen in my life.
That is very UK.
It's so UK. But he's
I like how the word "the" is in a different font. What's up with that?
I don't know. Who knows what they were thinking with this one, but I love it. It's amazing. This one's so sweet though, with like the
badass
outline. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
But
do you have the ARC? Do you have the US ARC of that?
I've got the US ARC. It's somewhere.
I was about to flex. Yeah.
I know. I saw that.
You're about to, and I'm like, bro, I got it. If it's Phil Fricassi, I got it. There's only like 2 books of Phillips that I don't have, and one is called Happy Holly, and he released it. It was a self-pub in like the year 2000 or something, and he only printed like 50 copies or something, and he has 2 copies, I think, in his house. And Rob's like, let me grab it real quick.
No, I don't have it. I just thought of something else. This is for after that. I don't have it.
But I give Philip crap every single time I talk to him because I know he has 2 copies. I'm like,
you're like, you don't need both of those, bro.
I need one of them. Like, I have to have one of them. But yeah, so anyways, Autumn Springs Retirement Home Massacre, really fantastic book. But there are so many copies, and there's a Twisted Retreat that's coming out next month. They haven't publicly announced that that's coming out, but it is. And there's what's the other one? The other one in the UK, it's like what is it called? I can't remember. But anyways, and then there's like the Aardvark
Black Crow. Is it?
Yeah, Black Crow. Yeah, Black Crow. Yeah. They're coming out with Autumn Springs. So there's literally like 9 of them, and I have to buy them all.
Do you do Aardvark and book club and stuff like that? Or
I did for that. I did for that one because I had to have it. Yeah. Because I'm an idiot.
That's sick.
It's disgusting, dude. And I'm like, Philip, what are you doing to me? I have 2 kids. You're making me buy all these books, dude.
Not for long. CPS will be along.
I know.
No, just
he's in the cloffice. He's in the cloffice. Buried under copies of the Autumn Springs Retirement
Oh
Home.
my God. Just buried and slowly decaying. Actually preserved. Just totally preserved. Because of all the heat and the pressure and time.
So
That
much.
the words of the book are like have
Yes.
transferred onto your skin. I did grab a different thing. Tell me if this is something that you find valuable as a collector.
Yeah.
Do you like finding anthologies of authors, like anthologies that authors have stories in, or is that too far?
Of course. No, of course. Yeah, it drives me nuts.
All right, so I'm going to show you the TOC first.
Yep.
And I will point out, I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, Tyler Jones. Yep.
Right?
Love Tyler. I don't know if I have this one. I don't have that one. And I'm like a Tyler Jones completionist.
Burnt Tongues.
Oh, dude, that is old.
So this came out.
Yeah, I need that.
2014.
Yeah, that's like Chuck Palahniuk.
Chuck Palahniuk edited it with Richard Thomas and Dennis Woodmere, which you guys know who Dennis Woodmere is?
I don't think so.
He co-directed the remake of Pet Sematary. He co-directed a movie called Starry Eyes.
Okay, yep.
He did some of like the Scream TV show. Like he's but this was he also created Chuck Palahniuk's fan website back in the day. Like he was part of like that whole thing. And so they did this thing on like a contest where like users could like submit their stories and like the best ones would get chosen by Chuck Palahniuk.
Yeah.
So Tyler Jones was on my radar.
That's
11 years ago.
Yeah, they were in a writing group together, or not? What's it called?
It was kind of like a class, wasn't it? Like a workshop.
Workshop.
Like
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Workshop.
Yeah.
Tyler's
I'm looking
awesome,
to see.
man. I need that collection bad. Can you just send it to me?
Well, the thing is, no. But they reissued. Oh, Fred Venturini, that guy that was in my anthology. He's in this too.
Cool.
They reissued this. This is through Medallion. This is the original release, and then they did another release, I think, through a different press or also Medallion with like a different cover. So there's multiple versions of this. So if you go down that rabbit hole,
dude, yeah, I'm gonna have to buy all of those.
Make sure you're not like on the way to Kid 3, because conflict.
Yeah, I have a lot of foreign editions of Tyler Jones stuff too. And Chris, once you start getting them foreign editions out there, I'm gonna have to start buying those.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you something.
Oh, bro!
Oh,
this guy.
Oh yes, I saw someone post this. This is very exciting.
Did you? Oh no! That's not what I'm going to show you. You're thinking of Morgan Bright, yes?
Yeah. The foreign. Yeah.
There's a Polish translation.
Oh, awesome!
Which is super great. In fact, I didn't know when they were going to put it out. I mean, we sold the Polish rights for Redemption of Morgan Bright before the book even came out. So March of 2024.
Oh wow!
And then it got a Russian deal too, but I gave them the finger, told them to eat a full bag of dicks. So that didn't happen. Yeah. No, what I got is my sci-fi novel Stringers. Okay. So it got a Czech Republic translation. Nice.
Yeah.
And the thing is, as much as I love this cover, it's very cool. It's but it doesn't really tell you what you're getting.
Before you show, is it Gnome?
No, it's Host.
Host. Okay, that's the other one. Okay, yeah.
So they did it. They did it right. There is if you read reviews of Stringers, that people like the people who really really love this book, their favorite thing about the book is there's this jar of pickles. Okay, the jar of pickles is a fucking jar of pickles. It's not living. It doesn't talk. It's not it's an inanimate object. Okay. but it's kind of there throughout the whole story, and people just love this jar of pickles, right? And so what Host did is they put a
Wow.
jar of space against a background of
That's
pickles.
awesome.
That's great.
Right? Isn't that
Wow.
awesome?
I need that.
And the inside is green with a
Oh,
pickle.
that is awesome.
And then
Very good.
and
Wow.
then the big title page
God,
in front of another
oh
pickle.
my God.
Holy crap.
It's so friggin' awesome.
Wow.
And yeah, so that
That's
cover is just amazing. And then the cover for Redemption that they did in Polish is the same cover that Angry Robot did, except they threw some of the glossy stuff on like all the flowers. So it really pops. It's really cool. And it looks like they put out, like, I've been just like re-Instagramming all the stuff I've seen, and it looks like they really they had a street team for this release.
Oh,
because like there's all these, bookstagrammers and stuff, Polish bookstagrammers that are putting out all this stuff, and some of them are like dressing up in goat heads and shit. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, it's really cool. So
that's
but
so dope.
but it was stringers with the pickles that
dude, that cover is
so genius.
slaps.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Daytide.
Daytide,
Yeah.
new chapter. Really
There we go.
Daytide chat.
So,
Yeah.
couple things. Because Mitch, you just won't fucking rest.
Sorry, yeah. I thought you were gonna say you just won't shut up.
I know what he's going to talk about.
Actually, I'm going to talk about the fact that my laptop is low on battery. But anyway, you won't rest, and somehow in your sick, addled mind, you were like, you know what? I need to create another non-finished copy version of this that I'm going to make available to a limited number of people.
Only the subscribers. Yeah.
But why? But like, why?
Because if you
and also wait before.
Yeah,
I get one, right? I ordered one.
Did you order one? Yeah, I'll send it with your shirt. Yeah.
Love it.
I just started shipping those out.
Another arc. What book has gotten 2 arcs for the same release?
But how sick is that cover, bro?
That cover is disgusting. It's so good.
Yeah.
Legitimately Chris's actual like handwritten notes, right?
Yeah.
So check this out.
Did you just see me gasp? I got so excited.
So when I started coming up with the idea for the book, I got these I just had these cardstock things laying around, and I started to brainstorm. I diagrammed so this is all on the cover, all this stuff. I diagrammed the steeple and the way I envisioned the world, and I took there's a full page of notes there on the back. I even diagrammed the marks on the trees where they collect the turpentine, and then all these different levels of angels and all this stuff. Which what's interesting is if you look on this thing, if you get this arc and you look on the front, you're not going to know whether or not you're seeing something that's in the book.
How it's spoiling. Yeah. Okay.
Because it's there may be something that's spoilery on there, but there's a shitload of stuff that's on here that is not even in the book.
Yeah.
Because I wrote Daytide 3 times before it reached the form it's in now, and this was of course before I even wrote the first one.
Yeah.
But check this out and this isn't in the book because I only picked 2 pages that had a lot of nice kind of art on them to kind of put together for it. But I kept, check this out, by date, I kept track of my word count.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
Every day until I think I did it. It went from, I started on June 6th of 2020 and I finished on, this is first draft, I finished on October 6th, 2020, 4 months.
Oh, wow.
To write the first 500 page book that I later rewrote, canned, and then rewrote.
So, for the sake of the lore,
Mm-hmm.
now I'm curious because the story is that when you met Clay McLeod Chapman, he caught you in the hall and you were writing Daytide, right?
No. I was writing.
Shitshow.
Shitshow. Yeah.
All right.
I've
All
listened
right.
to
No.
many Chris Panatier podcasts.
Got my wires crossed. Yeah.
Look, it's important. No, I'm glad you asked. It's important to make sure the lore is established.
Yeah.
No, this one, Daytide, was surprisingly just completely. I never really talked about it. My agent, we took it out on sub in September 2022, like when all the sort of the big five said, okay, we're kind of like coming out of the pandemic kind of, so like if you want to submit stuff, so we went on submission there and it was just really crickets. Like my my agent was really surprised. She had predicted that it would sell pretty quick, and then she was like, to her credit, she goes, I think as we look back at that time, these publishing houses were honestly trying to chase down manuscripts that were due to them for like second book deals and sequels and all this that weren't coming in because people were just like, I can't fucking write, and all of this. And it was a bad time. And so she even said, she was like, I want to resubmit this when there's like new editors at these places, because she's like, this is my favorite thing you've ever written. And it probably will remain her favorite thing, no matter what I write. But then when Mitch, read it and started hinting that he'd like it to be the first novel, I was like, first of all, I already knew I was dealing with someone who's completely legitimate and enthusiastic and it was going to look beautiful. But second, I was like, dude, I want this book out there. So, and then so anyway, so now there's 2 arcs, long story short.
What, did you have a specific quantity you made? Because I've seen some people, Chuck Wendig posted he got it.
Yeah, so he actually got the proof that I received.
I
know, and that hurt to get rid of, I will say, because this is going to sound so dumb, but I'll know that that's the proof, because the copies that I got have this little black border on the bottom, but the proof that I received did not have that. So Chuck's is the only one that doesn't have that. So I'm going to have Chuck, if you're listening, send it back to me. I will send you one with the black border because the one you have is more rare.
Just got to burn you up.
So now we did 38 of these that we're giving to, because I have 38 Rapture subscribers. Some are like lettered tier and then some are numbered tier. And so I offered it only to my subscribers. And if not all of them buy one, which I think all of them will, then I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'll probably just share them with Chris. But I gave Philip one at Jeff Con. You got one, right, Chris?
Yeah, I have one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're so cool. And this has the final, quote unquote final interior.
Yeah, it's got all the art. So
okay, cool.
So with the exception of with the exception of the end papers, and
correct.
So this one has the map and everything else, but the final will have the end papers, of course, and the color cover. Yeah.
That's gorgeous,
dude. The map in this,
it's
like,
sick, man.
I thought it looked cool on my screen when I drew it, but like seeing it in the book, it's badass, and it's got some cool little. There's kind of the mood of the book is very heavy, but also very human, I would say, and so there's a lot of humor and a lot of sort of cheeky stuff happening, and it's even in the map. There's some kind of cheeky stuff in the map. So
I was going to reference something, but I'm not going to.
I know that Anna wrote it up on Capes and Tights, and glowing review, from what I understand.
Yeah,
you've been seeing other responses as well.
Yeah, I mean, for such a small, release in terms of the total number of books that are going out, already it's just, I've had people, and Anna included, who, as they're reading it, are like texting me. They're like, "Are you fucking serious?" As it's unfolding, and like Catalani did that, and Peg Turley did that, and just others, and then I see these reviews, and I kind of can't believe them, because they're what I always hoped people would feel about this book, and they're expressing this, like, I just read this thing that makes me feel something big, and it's so hard to describe what I just read.
Yep.
And like Greg Green said, it was like in the same wavelength as Between Two Fires and The Library of Mount Char. I'm like, The Library of Mount Char is like in my top 3 books of all time,
Yeah.
and so and like George Dunn, who's another reviewer, like, said amazing things. Of course, I mentioned Peg already. She wrote a super nice review, and so those are sort of trickling in, because it's not a small book. Like, as I mean, it's 500 or so pages. I hope it's pacey enough to keep people's attention, but it's I've been brought to kind of choking up a little bit by some of these things people are saying. So because boy, did I feel this book when I was writing it. I was really obsessive about it. I mean, to know there was something there, and write 500 plus pages 3 times, to know it was there, and to find it, and to get it out the right way. I'm really glad that it's coming through now, and all that work is sort of, people are feeling that.
Yeah. You said you were obsessive about it, and the first thing I thought of is like, you tracked your fucking word count. Like,
I don't do that anymore, because I just don't have time for that. But on this one, I felt like I was setting out on this, like, just epic journey, and it turned into one. I mean, in terms of how long it took me to write it, as far as, in terms of writing it 3 times, and then the journey to publishing it, and then all of the work that, like, Mitch and I have put in. I mean, probably hundreds of hours, between the two of us, of getting the art ready, and the layout, and all of the troubleshooting the layout, and shit that's happened. And
man, doing the layout for the final time. Holy shit, bro. Yeah. It's been a process, but man, it's so worth the work.
So we all know that the magic touch is, I have an idea I'm pitching to you for this.
Let's go.
We know that Stephen King is a career changer, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to read Daytide, and here's what I think you do. And I'm not the biggest Stephen King fan, so if I get this wrong, I really don't care if it bothers people. But like, thinking of like how it's numbered, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What number?
I know.
You send to Stephen King.
Yeah, got to be 19. Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
What's 19?
19. 19 comes from the gun. It comes from the gunslinger. But don't say.
I was thinking of something totally different.
But Mitch, don't spoil it, because, as you know, I'm still reading The Dark Tower. But 19 is a very important number. It appears first in the Gunslinger. So that's what came to my head. Rob, what are you thinking?
All right. Well, I was going The Shining. Isn't it room 237 or something like that?
Yep.
Oh, that could go too.
Yep. But that seems like maybe that's the more layman.
Yeah, you're like, cool. Hey, nice reference, Rob.
Go with the thing everybody knows.
Well, I am truly the layman reading Stephen King, all this stuff for the first time. So I picked up on 19 only because it happens to be featured in The Dark Tower.
But I'm just saying, like, he reads it, he tweets about it.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah. No, he'll read it.
And then all of a sudden,
he'll read it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll send him one of these.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Send him number 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see.
Apologies to whoever number 19 is on your list.
Dude, you know I keep track of every single number of every single thing that I do. Let's see. Number 19 has not been taken.
Ooh, dude,
Do I
bro.
save it for the king? Do I save it for Uncle Steve?
Man, I don't know. I don't know if we save that or we save a final.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
So I will say I have a lot of Stephen King, like people, like obsessionists that buy Rapture books. And I've had multiple people ask for number 19. But one guy, he was the first to ask, and so he gets all number 19s. But yeah, it never fails. Like every couple releases, I'll get somebody being like, "Can I please get number 19?" Like, sorry.
That's so funny.
Yeah, take
oh
it
my
by.
God.
I was gonna say who has it, Tim, but yeah, take it by Tim.
Well, see, so Rob, so if we achieve this now, if we can get King to read Daytide by sending him one with an important number from the King canon.
Fuck you. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought you were going to try and give him my number. I was
number
like,
93.
No.
I was like, fuck you,
But
man.
dude, you got okay. Calm down.
Right.
I was about to give you props. I was going to be like,
okay.
no,
continue,
dude,
please continue.
Yes. No. Then it will all be owed to you if I get the Stephen King bump, right? Yeah.
No, I would definitely send him number 19. I would be like, hey, sorry, Tim. Like, I know you want number 19. It's not going to happen. I got to send it to King.
Yeah.
Uncle Steve needs number 19.
Yeah.
Or 237.
Well, so he apparently he listened to our episode on Salem's Lot and emailed Neil about it. So that's all that Neil's going to talk about it on that on the episode we recorded today. So, but of course I've said a lot of controversial shit apparently. So who knows if King even gives a shit about what I think.
I wonder if that ingratiates him sometimes. Like, not everybody's just like sucking up to him.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes it's good to hear someone.
Oh yeah, I think he likes it.
Step in a different direction.
And I will say, I do have to stop the conversation for a second because, there's going to be some Stephen King fans listening to this, and they're screaming at you, Rob, because you said number 237, which is correct for the movie. The book is 17. Okay.
So
if we sent him 237, he'd be like, "Wow, fuck you."
Yeah, because he famously hates the movie, right?
Yeah, he'd be like, Stanley Kubrick is a bitch. It's 217, and it's always 217.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. I was
like, if you want to like give King the finger, you send him 237.
Might as well just write "fuck you" on the inside.
Yes,
I will never read this.
Am I supposed to cut that out, or did you just want to make a fine point that like?
No, you keep it in there. It all stays. It all stays.
Yeah, I know. I did, as Stephen King, call Stanley Kubrick a bitch. But I didn't mean that. That was Stephen King saying that. That wasn't me.
Yeah. No, we know.
No,
everybody knows.
If Kubrick's listening, I didn't. That was not me. That was me.
I didn't care for The Shining, the movie, at all.
Oh, really?
I didn't really care for that. But also, all right, I'm going to step back. And so, like, the King folks that are listening, please just know I've read a handful of Stephen King books a long time ago, and they were fine. He's not for me. I'm not saying anything negative about Stephen King. Yep. I love his online presence. I love like his attitude. I love his contribution to contemporary horror as a writer, but also as like an influence on like literally almost everyone.
Oh yeah.
So don't come at me. Just, that's the guy who doesn't know better. And then like, we'll be good.
I will say, I love Stephen King. He is one of my favorite authors. I think he's had a few stinkers lately, but I love Stephen King. And if Rob, I will recommend a book to you. You need to read Revival. If you have not read Revival, go read it. I think it might change your tone a little bit on Stephen King. That was like a more recent one that came out probably in the last like 15 years or so. Mm-hmm. Phenomenal book. And the ending is so dark and so good. So yeah,
that's good.
I will say that.
Yeah.
Chris, I listened to not only all of the Dark Tower stuff that you're doing on Talking Scared, but I also listen to the spoiler stuff that him and Nat do.
Oh.
Partly just because like I want to hear more of the conversation, but another part is because Neil is so careful to be like, don't do this to yourself. Don't listen if you haven't read.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm fucking listening, man.
I'll never read these books.
Not reading these books. I'm gonna fucking listen anyway.
Yeah, the palavers. I guess when we're all done in like 2 more years, I'll go listen to the palavers. But it's funny because we've now been doing it a year. We just finished
That's
the fourth
wild,
book,
man.
the fourth book, but we've also done Stand in Salem's Lot. And next, we're not doing Wind Through the Keyhole. We're doing Talisman and Black House.
Wow.
And then and then maybe even not Wind Through the Keyhole. Then maybe Hearts in Atlantis or some shit. Anyway, so it's gonna be a while, guys.
Interesting. Yeah, dude. Did you like Salem's Lot?
Not as much as Neil and Nat, and I liked it. Look, when I sat down to read it, I loved it because the mood was so different from Dark Tower. It was my first non-Dark Tower book.
I love that book.
But I just found it a little I don't know, kind of not very well fleshed out. There was a lot there on the page, but I didn't really feel the characters as much.
Your comprehension just isn't very good. And
maybe it's that.
And that's fine.
Maybe it's that. But Salem's Lot was fine. There was a lot I liked about it, but also there was a lot that it's 50 years old, and there were some things I didn't love about it. But I won't tell you how I rank them because Neil had us rank them today.
Yeah.
But I will just say Wizard and Glass is fucking amazing.
Yeah,
fucking amazing. So anyway, but this is a Rapture.
I was gonna say real quick. Jude's middle name is Salem because I was reading Salem's Lot when we found out Joanna was pregnant. Sorry, I'm just like saying all my family's names, so hopefully nobody finds me. But
that's bad infosec, my friend.
I know, bleep all that out. But
dude, that's very cool.
Yeah. So I like Salem's Lot. Is close
special to you. Well, my daughter has a literary name too, but I'm not going to mention it online because I'm a better parent.
Yeah, you are. You're much better.
Yeah.
We're an hour and a half in. There's no way people are still listening, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
No, there are some junkies, dude. I mean, I listen to this shit. Like, dude, I've told Rob this before. I listened to all 4 days worth of his Josh Mallerman one.
Yeah.
And I don't know where I was mentally when I was listening to that. But it's such a, when people talk about having like nostalgia about something, like watching something or listening to it, man, listening to that just like tapped my soul. It was so awesome. I fucking loved it. And those 2 guys are sitting out there drinking bourbon or whiskey, whatever you guys were drinking. And you can like hear the insects and it's like late summer and it's like beautiful. Like it's awesome. You should go back and listen to those episodes, Mitch. It was awesome. Yeah,
I do love Mallerman.
Yeah.
It's great episodes. That was really fun. I mean, I would do that. I would be in Tulsa or. Mm-hmm. Oh, see, now I'm doxing you further.
That's okay.
You already said Tulsa, so like
I'm in Dallas. It's okay. That's fine. That's fine.
If I could just like travel around and hang out and drink and talk to people, that would be.
Bro, we got bugs here in Tulsa. You can sit outside, listen to the bugs.
There were tree frogs in Michigan. Can you match tree frogs?
Ooh. We got a lot of locusts. Not as fun.
Yeah.
Noisy though.
We can all just hang out at Josh's house too.
Let's just do that. Let's just go to Josh's house. Yeah.
Just show up.
Down. Yeah. That was such a cool experience because like I got to watch the documentary he made, which hopefully comes out sometime soon because it's so good. It was really cool.
I told my wife I wanted his new book for Christmas, the Watching Evil Dead. You got it right there, yeah. Unleashing the Radiant Artist Within, yeah. Or uncovering The radiant artist within.
I don't know if it's unleashing. I think it's I get to turn around the
Surely
book.
it's not unburying because
It's not no, it's yeah.
Unearthing.
Unearthing.
That's what it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
unearthing. All right, fine.
He sent me a PDF of this in early, and this isn't a brag. This is just like sometimes I don't realize like the effect of a reader on on an author, and so this is a perspective that isn't talked about much. But there was something in the book. I was like a third of the way or close to half the way through it, and I had texted Josh, and I was like, I said something about this thing. And he replied, he's like, I've been so nervous ever since I sent you this to hear what you think about it. And I was like, it didn't even occur to me that like it was on his radar.
Yeah.
I mean, he gave it to me, so he knew I had it, but like that it mattered what my response was.
That's awesome.
But that's something that I, as a reader, don't really think about too much, which is like, what does the author think about the fact that they know I'm reading something?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
What is the effect on the author?
I mean, if I know someone is reading one of my books, especially if it's in the early stages, either arc or it's just come out or, you know, or they're podcasting or they're reviewing or whatever, and I know they're reading it, I fucking know they're reading it. is my point. Like,
it's like,
yeah, dude. Yeah. And look, I don't think I'm alone here. I think I can freely admit my own neuroses about like, if someone posts that they've got it, I'm like, okay, you got it, you know?
Yeah.
Are you reading it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and I would never, ever harass anybody, right? Or anything like that. Yeah. I would never be like, are you reading it? Or like, what happened? But you see them if they post about it or whatever, or they mention something, you're like, oh what? You're like, you're reading it, and it's kind of thrilling. It's kind of thrilling to go through that. I also wake up grinding my teeth, so you know.
As a publisher, I get to experience that as well. You know, especially with like with Daytide arcs and stuff. Mm-hmm. And also, I'm on the other side of that because Chris, I know when you sent me Seed the Forest, you were probably sweating bullets, dog.
Oh man,
you know, just thinking about me reading that.
The truth is, I remember how I felt when I sent that to you. I thought it was really cool. I was like, fuck, man, this guy, you know, you read Morgan Bright and you asked if I had a short story, and I sent that, and I was more just sort of geeked that, you know, you wanted to read a short story of mine and that I happened to have one.
Yeah.
But I kind of didn't have super like big expectations for it because I knew it was that book is different than all the other chapbooks.
Yeah.
Like,
it is. Yeah.
In terms of like the era, and it's just very quiet, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like very intimate and quiet for most of it until it pops off. So I didn't really. I was like, you know, if he doesn't like it, that literally I'm totally cool with that, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's so different, but that was one experience where it was just pleasant.
Nice.
to have someone reading the book and not be too worried about it. So yeah, that was actually very nice. I didn't grind my teeth over that one.
Good.
Yeah. You're like, there's no way this is going to turn into a big fucking job.
But oh my God, it's the worst.
Now he has to talk to me every day.
That's the best part of the job. But no, when I knew you were reading Daytide, I was like, this could be something. Like, and you would leave me little notes, and that like was my little hit each day, you know.
Man, I flew through that book.
Yeah, you did.
I got it, man. I was obsessed. Still am. I'm just so excited to put it out and you know, have people read it, especially podcasters that I send tins to. You know, I'm excited for them to actually read the book.
Yeah, just like, who would you be talking about?
Nobody in particular.
Oh, no pressure. No pressure. It's fun. So he's definitely not talking about Robb Olson of the Arc Party podcast,
who lives at.
Yes. Let's dox him too. While we're
at it.
No, but I will say that like I try to make it a point like that if I ask someone if I can send them a book, that's all I do. If they say yes, everyone is so busy. I have had to say no to blurbs.
Oh, yeah.
I have been in a position where I have not gotten to a blurb. So like I never have any expectation. If I see someone read it and it pops up, I'm like, yes, that's amazing. Like I'm so excited that you chose to give your time, which is, you can only use your time once, right?
Yep.
So you gave those however many hours to one of my books. That's fucking amazing. That is an
It takes a long
amazing
time
thing.
to read a book, especially a book of that size. Yeah.
Yep. But if it's fucking badass at the end, you get to it and you actually say, you know what, Chris, I owe you for reading for this, for this experience.
I will say, I think one of the coolest moments with Daytide is I sent one to Brian Evenson, and he told me he was reading it, and then he finished it pretty quick.
He did,
and he sent a killer blurb. That was a really, really cool thing that happened because I love Evenson. Yeah. Oh, and another really cool thing about that is Evenson is he's a professor, and he was talking about Daytide to one of his students, and he lent the book out to one of his students. How cool is that?
That's cool. Badass, right?
That's freaking awesome. Yeah.
Have you ever seen him post his like end of the year reading lists? He reads like 200 books a year.
That dude reads a ton.
It's kind of demented.
Yeah.
But I will say now I'm going to definitely tell you, Chris, when I start reading Daytide.
No, you should. No, you should just to torture me. I think it'll be hilarious.
Oh yeah,
I think it'll be hilarious.
And the talk about blurbs made me think of something that Mitch you might like.
Yeah.
So I have to go find.
Let's do it. Find it.
You're familiar with Nathan Ballingrud?
Of course.
This is something that you'll like. Where's my Nathan Ballingrud stuff?
It's under B.
No, I wish. Where did I put you?
He's that organized? My favorite Nathan Ballingrud book that I have is the Midworld Atlas of Hell. Do you have that?
No, I don't, but it's gorgeous.
Cool. Yeah, it's really cool.
Do you have...
I do not have that. No.
That's not even the cool part.
Yeah.
Visible Filth.
So, published by...
Oh, nice. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah.
That's not the cool part.
You have number one, don't you?
It's not numbered.
Oh, it's not numbered. Okay.
So, this is the praise for page?
Yeah. Uh-huh. There he is.
Oh, there it is.
Podcast.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I fucking blurbed it.
That's
dude, hell yeah.
So Nathan owes you one. You need to say, hey Nathan, do a Rapture chat book.
Yeah.
You owe me one.
That's the thing. Like, I forgot that I did that. I completely forgot. So I was like just flipping through it one day. I like opened the cover and I was like, wait, that's my name. I forgot. I totally forgot that I even did that. So I wish I had done it for a house at the bottom of the lake. It would have been great to blurb Mallerman.
Yeah. That was This Is Horror as well.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yep. Or Elvis Room. That would have been a cool one to blurb.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is such a great story. And like,
yeah, I've never read that one.
Oh, it's so good. And the movie Wounds that they made.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Dude. That ended up being pretty good. Anyway, so I got to throw in a couple flexes after all.
That's awesome. Hey, look, you've got a whole wall of flexes behind you.
Yeah.
I love that feature of the podcast. You're like, obscure reference, stand by.
Hold please. Yeah.
hold. Yeah.
So, all right, we're going to wrap it up because I have not eaten dinner and I have some laundry to do still.
You got to eat dinner. I got to put my daughter to bed, so.
Yeah.
I got to watch the Penguins, so.
Gotta watch man. Everybody's got a date. Yeah. Everybody's got a date. Laundry,
here's
Penguins.
What I'll say. We got what's still available. So the December double pack, whatever you're calling it.
Double feature.
I won't get it right. Still issues available, right?
Yes, I've still got copies available. Yep.
Are they sold? They're sold as a double pack, not
They
individually.
are.
Because like if someone bought just one of them, that would be so frustrating, right? Because
It's
then
the
you're like,
the numbers would drive me bananas. But
Mhm.
I've thought about splitting them up after like 2 months. If I still have copies available, then I'll just split them up and have them sold separately.
do one-offs. Yeah.
Yeah, in case somebody's
Um,
like, I really don't want to read Philip Fracassi, but I do want to read Tyler Jones. You know what I mean?
I mean,
That's
I can't imagine anybody, but it could happen. All right, so definitely go to Rapture's website and order those.
yes,
Keep an eye
please.
out for the announcement that you missed the bus.
Ooh,
You like that? You like
I
that?
like that.
And
That's
then
good.
Daytide, for now, at least at this moment, still available. So definitely do your order for Daytide.
Yep.
If you know Stephen King, maybe
Yep. Put a bug in his
have him
ear.
reach out. Yeah, have him reach out.
Just mention it. Just mention Daytide. Just be
Yeah.
like, hey, you're at a Daytide. It's pretty cool.
If you are Stephen
Just in his
King,
ear. Yeah.
we
No,
all
so
appreciate
you
your
turn
we
it
all,
off and
we
you're
all
like,
appreciate you.
hey, you should give him number 237. He turned this podcast off so fast.
Well,
Ooh, yeah.
So there's two possibilities. Either my idea really ingratiates you to him, or he heard that shit and was like, "Fuck these amateurs." And there's nothing in the middle.
No, there's nothing in the middle. No.
Yeah, gentlemen, the Rapture party,
Rapture party.
always the best.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the love, and I can't wait to text Chris and tell him I started reading Daytide. So please agonize until I finish.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us back. It's always so much fun talking to you,
Yeah.
Rob. And Mitch, you're okay too.
I'm okay. Yeah. You talk to
Love
me.
you, Mitch. Thanks for showing us the legs again.
Of course. Hey, I got to show the legs every opportunity I get.
All right. Take care, gents.